So you said something there, and I wanted to hit on this, especially with all the TikTok drama and talking about being tracked and your data. Well,
Mm-hmm.
today I was driving my daughter home from an event that she was at, and I look at Google Maps and I see red in front of me, and I went, "Oh, there's a wreck. I'm going to take a detour." Well, just like, and you can tell me if I'm wrong about this, but I think just like you were talking about with PeopleNet, being able to
Mm-hmm.
grab that odometer, having the access to metadata essentially allows us to have things for free in a lot of cases because Google is getting data from every one of those phones and every one of those cars. You're
Yep.
getting data from all these trucks. Now we're getting data since the inception of the mandatory ELD. Now every truck's got a tracker in it.
Mm-hmm.
All of our stuff is being done now, and there's so much good that comes from someone being able to access not your phone number, not your naked pictures you've got stored on your phone, but that metadata
Mm-hmm.
makes all the stuff that we're used to in this highly technological society that we don't want to live without. Like we want to be mad at Google, say, "Oh, they're getting my data." But hey, let me use that free Google Maps. Let me use that free
Mm-hmm.
Gmail. Let me use that free. We want all these free services from these giant multinational companies, and we want it for free. Well, they've got to make money somehow. So, it don't bother me all that much when and I'm sitting here talking to somebody about wanting to buy a calculator, and then Facebook shows me an ad for one. Okay, yes, it's creepy. All right, yes, I would prefer, but I figured out on
It saves you
accident.
time, huh?
I figured out by accident that if I use a different email address to sign up for Facebook than I do from Amazon, guess what? I break the connection. But what do most of us do? We go create a free Gmail account, and then we
Mm-hmm.
use that Gmail account to sign up for Facebook and Amazon and this one and that one and that. Well, now they're all sharing almost anonymous data, but they have a single counterpoint or a single cross point. When I broke that chain by I changed my Amazon email address, and all of a sudden, all the Facebook stuff went away because I broke the chain.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much in security that we can do ourselves. We don't really need a hero. We don't need somebody to, you know, bring the hammer down. There's so much that you can do on your own to help with your own security. But that data that you've gotten access to, I mean that's what's made a lot of this possible for you guys, right?
It is. It is. If it wasn't for, and the other thing about this data is not all of these systems out there are great. I mean, I see the guy here talking about Trucker Path is okay as long as you don't use them for navigation. Trucker Path's trying now to do what we've been doing for 32 years.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't happen overnight. You can't just go out and pull the maps in and say, oh, these are the perfect maps. It's exactly where I need to route, how I need to do things. Because even some of those maps that are issued from the states are inaccurate on the map itself. And they're getting better and better. Most of these state jurisdictions, when we started doing this routing, they had no way to route a car, a truck, nothing. And now they want me to route a 2 million pound load and deal with all these bridges. So about 2 years ago, our AASHTO division was opened up and started. We took over the AASHTO, it's the bridge design and the bridge rating software for the DOTs. And 40-something jurisdictions out there use that technology. And we've got some of the guys on staff, these engineers have been doing this solution for about 25 years. And so the technology is there, but it's getting everybody, not only from the public side, but also from the private side, to see what's available there. I love the engagement of private and public sector together. Government can't do it all. They got their hands tied behind their back. They really do in a lot of ways, where if you can go to an independent company, similar to Pro Miles, we know what we're doing. We gather track record. This is what we've done. Trust in our abilities, because I know what that trucker's going to want to do when he orders that permit. Trust me, I do. And so all of a sudden, Texas was the one that really, in 2003 said, we're going to give you a chance. Come out there and do it. Man, we took them from 550 to almost 800,000 permits in just 2 years. But it was taking that data. Now with that data, I think in Colorado, it's really cool because they take and they build a map out, and it shows every oversized, overdimensional load that's ever been taken. Okay. So I know what's bridges are wearing down faster than others because I can see what's happened. I'm giving them visibility, and it's just data points, just a bunch of dots. You know, I could care less. It's John Doe trucking with, Jim Smith driving the truck. What I care about is that truck is going to be billed or priced at per mile. Then somebody's got to track where it started, where it went, and do it honestly. And something that we don't have to sit there and have. Right now, we got hundreds and hundreds of auditors that goes out audit trucking companies, right? Could you imagine what's going to do when everybody has a Tesla? Everybody has an electric car. Okay. So now you have a mile tax. How many of these little auditors are going to be showing up at your house trying to audit you to make sure grandma didn't lie about her Tesla miles? So they're going to make sure the systems are tracked. You can manipulate it. You can cheat it, but you better be in the real back end to make it happen. Other than that, a lat long's a lat long. You get enough of them, you can know if they're valid or not. You can tell. I mean, when we look at them, we audit each point to each point. If this point to this point says the odometer went a half a mile, but from that point to that point, air distance is a quarter of a mile, whoa, something happened here. That didn't match, Then we look at what the air distance is. Then we look at the driving distance of that type of truck, the class vehicle, and route them that way. And we say, this is what should have happened. But throughout the entire system, I guarantee you 4 to 5% of the data we get on trucks is crappy data. It's not the right odometers. The odometers are not out, they haven't calibrated things like they should as often as they should. They just kind of let things roll and run. But the more they look at this data, now you're figuring out return on investments. You're trying to figure out burn less fuel. Maybe this driver's better in this truck than this driver. Why? Analytics. Analytics are so valuable. And that's what you talked about with TikTok, with everything else. They're looking at what we're doing. I would rather them look at what I'm doing, to be honest with you. And so, tell me the next time I'm going to go buy this Italian restaurant I really want to know. Remind me, because I'm not going to remember. But if you can tell me and you just saved me from having to spend 10 minutes looking it up, heck, why not? I don't mind those kind of things. I am not trying to hide anything. I'm not doing things bad or anything. So I don't care what people know who I am or where I'm going. But I understand people that do. I really do.